Everyone should be sensitive to certain questions. For example, when confronted with a new technology, whether it's a cellular phone or high-definition television or cyberspace or internet, one question should be, what is the problem to which this technology is a solution? And the second question would be, whose problem is it actually? And the third question would be, if there is a legitimate problem here that is solved by the technology, what other problems will be created by my using this technology?
I want to get some things straight before we start. I'm not a hater. I'm not a Sony fanboy at all. I love the 360. Bought the Xbox One when it first came out, so when it was $600 with the Kinect. Before switching to PC for shooters, I played everything on the Xbox One, and I prefer playing on the One more than the PS4 for most games, especially multiplayer. I still think Xbox has the better controller. That's in my opinion. I love the Xbox controller. I don't want to hear that I'm doing this for views or hating on Xbox is a trend, because it's not the reason. Crackdown 3 just came out and it was not a good game. It wasn't innovative. It did not grow from the first one. They gave us a downgraded version of the first game somehow. I really believe the first game was a lot better than the third game, even though it came out how many years later. And the people like me are just done with Xbox giving games like this to us. This really broke the straw on the camel's back. I don't want to see any of these comments because I'm trying to do the best of my ability to explain something to you. And when someone says something like that, what that says to me is you're not listening. You're just going off of the first few things I've said, or going off of just the title of the video. So please listen, tell me your opinion based off of what I said, not just one sentence, and we can have a cool, peaceful discussion about it. That's all I'm asking for. Yo, what's good? You already know I'm Ken Wall, and today's video is about why I think we should go into the future thinking like Neil Postman when it comes to Xbox's future, in particular streaming games, Xbox Game Pass, and cloud gaming. You already know what time it is. Let's get it. The clip in the beginning is an interview featuring Neil Postman, rest in peace, who is an American author, media theorist, cultural critic, and many more, who is talking about cyberspace and what that is doing in society, so like technology and social media. But I want to focus on the clip and how that relates to Xbox's future. Xbox is heading towards streaming, aka the cloud, technology, and making Xbox available to everyone in some type of way. So for example, those rumors of Xbox Game Pass potentially coming to the Switch and the PS4. The Xbox One sales have been lagging behind its competitors since it has released, and Xbox has not done much to fix that problem. I don't think the way they are heading is any better either. So like what Neil said, what is the problem that this is going to fix? Whose problem is it? And if there is a problem that this fixes, what other problems can come about from me using it? Bruh, Xbox has so many things that I question when it comes to what they are doing in the future. For one, with this cloud-based technology, going back to the first question that we should think about is, how will this better our gaming experience? Because I played Crackdown 3 and I did not see one single gameplay improvement compared to other multiplayer experiences. And I get it, this was the trial run, but what I'm saying and what I've been saying when Xbox first started talking about this cloud tech is, how will this make this stand out compared to other multiplayer games? How does having the cloud benefit that game compared to not having a cloud? Because if it's like how it was in Crackdown 3, where there wasn't any difference, it didn't buff it. It just made it stagnant. It was relatively the same experience that we got from another multiplayer game. Then
this ain't it, Chief!
I don't see the point. This does not fix the problem. It's kind of like how games are going digital, which I don't get, because there's still a large group of people, including myself, that still like physical copies. And there was a survey that was conducted that said, sorry PC, I'm not including y'all because y'all were already built for this. Y'all were ready to go digital completely because that's basically how it was. But it said that more console players prefer to have physical copies. So why not just have both? I don't get why we have to get rid of one, have both. I don't see the problem in having physical copies. And that's why I really like that interview with Neil Postman. I don't see the problem. Is there a problem going out to the store and picking up a game? It's just more convenient. Like, all this is with games going digital is it making it more convenient. But because it's convenient doesn't mean that A, it fixes the problem, and B, that there was a problem that needed to be fixed. So I don't really get, just have both. It pisses me off. Just please continue with both. Back to Xbox, like I said earlier, there have been rumors that Xbox Game Pass potentially could be released and access on the Switch and PS4. So whose problem are they fixing? Because that sounds like more of like a money problem. They want more money, and that's gonna solve that type of problem. But for PS4 and Switch players, not fans, what am I talking about? It sounds like do you guys think of not having Xbox Game Pass as a problem? Like, really? Do you guys think that that's a problem that needs to be fixed? And going back to the Xbox fans, what does that do for us? Exactly my point. Who is this for? You bringing the Xbox Game Pass, the PS4, and the Switch, what does that do? I don't see it doing that much. I don't see it improving Xbox or Switch or PS4 fans yet. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. One of Xbox's biggest problems is their exclusives are, I'm not going to say trash, but not like what they used to be compared to the 360. And all of this technology that they will be adding does not give me confidence in them to make exclusives like the 360. Especially after they release the companies they purchase. What?
Huh?
What? Stop it, please. Stop when they go, when people say, look at the companies they purchase. Those companies, first of all, when they showcased all of the companies they had, most of those companies I just said, they had those companies already. And the new companies that they bought, first of all, they worked with Xbox, and their games, their resume, are not impressive one bit. They bought the people that made We Happy Few. They bought the people that made State of Decay, and I heard State of Decay was not all that. So that is exactly why I'm not excited when they said they released those people, released those studios that they bought, because that gives me zero confidence in them. Please don't come at me with that. Don't at me. All right, I need to chill out, relax. When I was making this script, Xbox recently had just been rubbing me the wrong way. Pause. And I just been getting heated at Xbox. I just been going off on it because I ain't got the patience for them. But with this video, I wanted to be very detailed, calm, and very constructive on Xbox. So let's get back to it. I'm gonna be calm from now on. So let's just say this cloud gaming comes along and streaming is the thing now. The problems that come along with me using this technology is there probably won't be any more physical copies. So therefore, we would have to rely on our internet, and I got RCN. We would have to rely on that to play our games. So if the internet is down, you are shit out of luck. You won't be able to install it, neither play it. Also, let's just say this. What if you got like best 10 out of 10 internet, but then Xbox servers are down? What do you do then? That's another scenario that is very possible with games just going completely streamable, especially because Xbox is trying to make that a thing, because there's a rumor that 2 versions of the Xbox is coming out for the next generation and one will be discless. So for those reasons is why I question Xbox's future and their thinking for the next generation. From a business standpoint, I think this is so smart, especially what I think they would do with Game Pass coming to the Switch and PS4. I think it's genius. Not trying to be on their dick or anything. Like, it is very smart, and I could see this being a very profitable future for Xbox if they go down this route. But again, Xbox, y'all keep ignoring the actual problem that's in front of you guys, that fans that we've been pointing out to you since this console did not start off great. It's the games. We're still getting Forza, Halo, Gears, and now Crackdown, which felt very unpolished and did not grow for the better compared to its predecessors. And that's how all of these feel. It's like Xbox is like, okay, yo, they want exclusives? Oh, we'll give them it. We'll give them exclusives, but we'll just recycle the same trash over and over again. I'm hearing Halo Infinite might have RPG elements. I'm like, where the hell does that belong in Halo? Why would Halo have RPG elements, bruh? I'ma keep going back to it. Halo 3 was one of the most innovative and staple games of the 360 and that entire generation. It defined multiplayer games. It was one of the first games that implemented one of the most perfect ranked systems. They weren't just making a simple multiplayer shooter. It was one of the most innovative shooter games that has come out. And that's what they're not doing with these new games. Halo Infinite, what they're gonna take RPG elements that have been established from another game, they just recycle the same game, and that's the problem. That is really the problem. I don't know what to say. Except for cloud gaming, Xbox Game Pass, and streaming, this technology will not better the Xbox, because not everything that they are doing with this is just making gaming more convenient to players and trying to appeal to not just hardcore, but they're trying to appeal to casual players a lot. Like, I don't have a problem with casual players, but there's a reason why some things need to be in groups, because it just can't appeal to everyone. And that's what Xbox is trying to be. It's like they're trying to appeal to people that mostly game on their phone, except for they're not looking at the people that actually play on their consoles and actually support it. Like I said earlier in the video, just because something is more convenient does not mean that there was a problem to begin with. Xbox, the reason I don't agree with this is I have a problem that you guys just keep giving us the same games, and these games don't try to define the generation anymore. You guys aren't fighting for anything like you did back when it was Halo 3, Gears of War, 360 days. I just don't see the fight in you guys anymore. I don't see Xbox Game Pass or cloud gaming fixing these problems that many Xbox fans had with the One. I see it fixing their money problems, and what I mean by that is it will generate even more money. I didn't mean it for it to sound like Xbox is having money trouble or anything. That's not what I mean. And lastly, I see the problems that can come out from me using this. With all that being said though, you know me, I am glad to be proven wrong, but I can't see it. I can't see it. My dad always tells me your reputation precedes you. And that's what Xbox has proven to me. Xbox One, y'all buried yourself so far deep in the ground. You are at the Earth's core when it comes to me. Like, you guys are straight up dead to me when it comes to new games. I don't know what to do anymore. Even though I'm still probably gonna buy like Halo Infinite, even though I sound like a hypocrite, It's just when it comes to having excitement or hope for a new game, miss me with that with Xbox. I can't. Like, you guys have just forgotten what made you guys so great. And that was the 360. I'll keep going back to it. The 360 was my favorite console, except for GameCube, not gonna lie. 360 was second. It defined my summers, me growing up with Halo. Like, I have vivid memories of those days. And when Xbox was just coming out with exclusives in games that were defining the generation, and now Xbox is just trying to find more ways for them to generate more money. And to me, it really feels like they're backstabbing the fans. Let me just say this, because I'm just gonna end it with this. You know how bad, if I did not purchase a PS4, you know how mediocre my 2018 would have been? Because what exclusive did Xbox release in 2018? That was great. I don't want to hear good. I don't want to hear fun. That was great. That rivaled games like Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, God of War. Really? Like, come on now. And that is the reason why I think a lot of Xbox fans, we should go in thinking like Neil Postman. What is this future going to solve? What is the problem it's going to solve? Second, who is this problem solving? Whose problem was it in the first place? And third, with us using this tech, what problems will come about from us using it? Thank you guys for watching. You already know I'm Ken Wall. I'm out. Peace.